guys, how lovely to have you again for our bedtime story tonight. I hope you've had a good week. I wonder if you have been doing anything special for your wonderful, amazing, awe-inspiring mothers this week, because of course tomorrow is English Mother's Day. So I thought tonight I'll read you a bedtime story that is all about what us mothers might like. Are you ready? Snuggled in tight? Have you got your favourite cuddly? Great, then let's go. Tonight we're reading 5 Minutes Peace, written and illustrated by Jill Murphy. The children were having breakfast. This was not a pleasant sight. Mrs. Large took a tray from the cupboard. She set it with a teapot, a milk jug, her favourite cup and saucer, a plate of marmalade toast, and a leftover cake from yesterday. She stuffed the morning paper into her pocket and sneaked off towards the door. "Where are you going with that tray, Mum?" asked Laura. "To the bathroom," said Mrs. Large. "Why?" asked the other 2 children. "Because I want 5 minutes peace from you lot," said Mrs. Large. "That's why." "Oh, can we come?" asked Lester as they trailed up the stairs behind her. "No," said Mrs. Large, "you can't." "What shall we do then?" asked Laura. "You can play," said Mrs. Large, "downstairs by yourself. And keep an eye on the baby." "I'm not a baby," muttered the little one. Oh, Mrs. Large ran a deep, hot bath. She emptied half a bottle of bath foam into the water, plonked on her bath hat, and got in. She poured herself a cup of tea and lay back with her eyes closed. It was heaven. "Can I play you my tune?" asked Lester. Mrs. Large opened one eye. "Must you?" she asked. "I've been practising," said Lester. "You told me to. Can I, please, just for 1 minute?" "Go on then," sighed Mrs. Large. So Lester played. He played Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star 3.5 times. In came Laura. "Can I read you a page from my reading book?" she asked. "No, Laura," said Mrs. Large. "Go on, all of you, off downstairs." "You let Lester play his tune," said Laura. "I heard you like him better than me. It's not fair." "Oh, don't be silly, Laura," said Mrs. Large. "Go on then, just 1 page." So Laura read. She read 4.5 pages of Little Red Riding Hood. In came the little one with a trunk full of toys. "For you!" he beamed, flinging them all into the bathwater. "Thank you, dear," said Mrs. Large weakly. "Can I see the cartoons in the paper?" asked Laura. "Can I have the cake?" asked Lester. "Can I get in with you?" asked the little one. Mrs. Large groaned. In the end, they all got in. The little one was in such a hurry that he forgot to take off his pyjamas. Mrs. Large got out. She dried herself, put on her dressing gown, and headed for the door. "Where are you going now, Mum?" asked Laura. "To the kitchen," said Mrs. Large. "Why?" asked Lester. "Because I want 5 minutes peace from you lot," said Mrs. Large. "That's why." And off she went downstairs, where she had 3 minutes and 45 seconds of peace before they all came to join her. "5 minutes peace indeed. But let me tell you a secret. As much as I love it when I get to have a wonderful bath all to myself, I love it even more when I am back with my children, because they really are what makes my heart sing, not just on Mother's Day, but especially so. So I hope you have an absolutely glorious day with your wonderful mothers, whether you remember them, whether you are with them, whether you get to be with them all day or only for a short time. I hope you make it a wonderful, wonderful time together. But for now, it's time to go to sleep. So close your eyes, think of the happiest thing you can, then have amazing dreams. And tomorrow is going to be an absolutely outstanding day. See you next time.